Hi there everyone, welcome back to On the Flip Side. My name is Adam Shawwalker, your host, and today we're going to be doing another reaction video for this new Ozzy Osbourne single, Degradation Rules. This is again another second single before an album release. This time we've got the new album, Patient Number 9, slated to be out eventually, I don't remember. But it's been a while since I've really listened to a lot of the newer Ozzy Osbourne material. I did listen to 2020's Ordinary Man. I thought it was a little bit underwhelming in the writing department, and honestly, Ozzy's best material at this point is admittedly, I think, behind him. I think it's admirable that he keeps going, and I do appreciate that he is still making music. I do like that. But a lot of the performances are very, very, very heavily leaning on, well, artistic crutches, namely in the fact that, like, if you listen to Ordinary Man, there is some of, like, the most blatant auto-tune I've ever heard. And I get it, like, the guy's in his 70s, maybe even his 80s at this point, but he's not going to be able to hit those notes like he used to. But I think there's a certain point where I think you kind of have to just sit back and just, like, enjoy this for what it is. And that's kind of what I'm trying to do here. Yeah, I didn't like most of that album, not in that the songs were really bad, but mostly in that a lot of the tracks were just kind of and then on top of them being pretty okay material, they had a lot of those crutches, especially in the recording end of things. So I'm kind of anticipating a similar thing here. However, we do have Tony Iommi as a feature, so I'm pretty stoked on that. I mean, getting some Black Sabbath proper stuff, you know, on this recording. So yeah, we're gonna give this thing a listen, and I'm gonna see what I think. I'll let you guys know what I think, and we'll be right back with you. We're once again repping the Sony MDR-XB 950 BTs. Again, not sponsored, great headphones. If someone at Sony is watching this, please, I am open to sponsors. All right. Alright, so that was kind of exactly what I was expecting. Certainly not bad. Actually, I thought the lyric work was pretty good. It's kind of giving me a bit of like a Rush, like Working Man vibes to an extent, except maybe it's a little bit more heavily leaning on culture as a whole in the work department, you know, leading into like misery at home and kind of feeding a vicious cycle of, like, you know, dopamine loops and stuff. At least that's what I'm kind of getting from it. But I mean, it's fine. I definitely don't think that this track is anything like outstanding. I do actually quite like the Iommi work in this track. He does a very good job. I don't think that there's anything here that is particularly, like, you don't really need to go that far out of your way for this. Like, if you hear it and it comes on, like, cool, but honestly, like, it's just another late era Ozzy track that's, like, kind of, like, it's not bad. Yeah, it's definitely not necessary listening. I think if you are a diehard Ozzy fan, like, sure, check this one out. You know, I think the most worthwhile thing here definitely is the Iommi feature. The lyrics, like I said, are, you know, pretty good, you know, for a late era Ozzy track. Definitely not bad. Again, with, like, the pretty heavy auto-tuning, which, you know, like, I get it. The dude's kind of old. I think he just went through surgery too. I don't know if it was like pre or post recording this track, but you can definitely tell that, you know, the dude's a bit aged. Yeah, this one's solid. I don't think it's bad. I really don't think it's great either. Definitely just like a really middle of the road rock track. Like I said at the beginning of this, I am really glad that Ozzy is still putting out stuff. I'm glad that he is still putting in the effort to tour when he can. But yeah, I don't see this as a track that necessarily is going to have a ton of lasting power. It's really giving me a lot of vibes to Ordinary Man already, which honestly I have had very little reason to revisit. I don't think it's like an album that you need to sit down and listen to, like, you know, once even a year. It's kind of a filler album for his discography, similar to, like, you know, Scream or Black Rain. Like, it's just kind of Anyway, let me know what you guys thought of this track. I do think that I'm sure I'm gonna get a little bit of backlash for this, but whatever. Yeah, let me know what you guys are thinking. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Check out my Reverb, my Instagram, and my Depop. Links to those are in the description below. And remember to like and subscribe. Thank you all so much again for watching, and we'll see you on the flip side.